Diplomat is an excellent one. It's about a female from India. She is Muslim and she meets a guy, uh, Tahir, in Malaysia. And she has a girl, and married but divorced. And she had come down to look for a job in Malaysia, and there he was the taxi driver, Tahir, uh, and he followed Islam. So what happened? She left the purse in the car, and she just came out of the car, and there her friend and her hubby, they used to run a restaurant. So now she is discussing this episode that I left my purse in the taxi, and now I don't think so I'll get it back. But Tahir brought the purse to her, and then there was an instant attraction. He was offered tea, coffee at the cafe, and then both of them started chatting, they started dating. That this is something which I found it very peculiar. You just cannot befriend a guy just because he brought the purse. After all, he was a driver. But they befriended each other, and they used to they even promised to tie the knot. He promised her that he will get her girl child, and because she was suffering from an ailment, so he promised her that the girl child will be brought to Pakistan, because he was from Pakistan, and there the treatment will happen and he'll pay for it, all the expenses. And she actually trusted him. But fiasco happened that he was a cheat. He was kind of terrorist. He used to kill. He was very brutal. And what he had just fabricated a fake story. And he was already married with innumerable number of children. And there's a scene, it is shot mostly in Pakistan, there's a scene where there's a road trip where he's taking her. That is very nice. All mountain terrain and long drives. It was a picturesque thing. I didn't know that Pakistan can be beautiful. Is actually beautiful. So then he brought her, and there he raped her, almost like forced himself upon her several times, and she was totally in shock. And by chance, she got a phone of one of the comrades there, there were lots of women who were actually tortured, and they were forced upon all those things. And she got hold of the phone, and she just rang her friend at Malaysia, and they actually gave her the idea that be very good to Tahir, that this is the only way you can escape. And she just told Tahir that if you come to my friend in Malaysia, you will get 1 lakh rupees, something like that. She cooked up stories, and he agreed. And that is the way she could escape from that torture. And somehow she reached John Abraham, who was the foreign minister there in Pakistan. But I don't understand. Otherwise, I actually agreed to watch this movie just for John. But John doesn't actually look good with mustache. He looks good in those because he has style. So the roles should be according to the persona of a person. But anyhow, he was the foreign minister, and Sushma Swaraj was the minister that time of India. She promised that the girl will be brought safely to India, her motherland, and she will be safe from Tahir's torturous whatever. So and she really helped her. John helped her flee the mainland, flee the area of that Pakistan area where she was actually tortured, and then she was brought safe to her motherland, India. And the movie ends. It's excellent movie. I think 4.5 stars.